Hi, my name is Jen Duke, and this is my EDL 856 case study around parental apathy. So this case involves a new assistant principal, Mrs. Rose, who joins an administrative team where there is currently very little parental or community involvement. Mrs. Rose has a lot of ideas on how to increase community and parent involvement, but the principal's not really interested in attempting new ways to reach the community because he feels that he has a good handle on it in his own right. Mrs. Rose finally gets the principal to agree to a voluntary parent meeting, and when it was poorly attended, in the principal's opinion, any new attempts to create a community connection are again shut down. So the things that I know regarding this case is that Mrs. Rose is a new assistant principal who understands the importance of community and school relations. The school has a very limited parental or community connection involvement, including no current PTO or PTA. Mrs. Rose has a lot of ideas that she wants to explore, but she's received little support from her principal. His take is that the parents don't really want to be involved, and there's no point in making any extra effort to change that. The principal also asserts that he understands the community, he's in contact with the right people, and that they just want the teachers to do the work. After many efforts to get the principal on board, he finally agrees to let Mrs. Rose coordinate a voluntary parent meeting. After a poorly executed invitation, 8 parents showed up. Even though 8 is better than none, the principal decides he's not wanting to go through with the meeting. The things that I would need to know or want to know is, what were the circumstances of the dissolution of the former PTO group? Have there been any recent surveys sent to the community to gather perceptual data or otherwise? What sort of connection does the school have with the community outside of the parents? For example, other stakeholders? What other types of communication does the school have with the community other than just the direct contact that the principal describes? So my plan of action is, as Mrs. Rose, I would suggest and support moving forward with the parent meeting, even with just 8 people showing up, because it's better than 0 and it's a place to start. Next, I would talk with those 8 parents about their interest in being a part of the parent advisory group until I could persuade the principal about the need for a deeper, stronger community involvement, including turning it into a specific PTO or PTA. Then I would try to continue collaborating and communicating with the principal about potential surveys to the community to gain perceptual data. At the same time, I would consider ways that our school currently communicates with parents. Do teachers send weekly emails? Does our school office send a newsletter? In assessing those current practices, I could come up with ideas that could improve or bolster our current communication system in order to get more parents' attention. Then I would consider ways that our school can communicate and connect with other stakeholders in the community, including maybe businesses or non-parents, and that could involve a promotional video, holding a community event at our school, a bulk postal mail, or the like. Ultimately, as the assistant principal, it's important that my working relationship with the principal stays intact, and anything that I would like to have happen needs his approval and support, so I would continue my efforts to collaborate and just try to work with him and help him understand how strong school and community relations help our students in our school. Last, I would continue to work with those 8 parents from the first meeting, hopefully setting up a future meeting with more notice to the community and impact so that we could gain more participation and just continue growing that community relationship intently. So 3 of the strategies involved in my plan of action that support the academic success and personal well-being of our students is that persisting with those 8 parents is a way to show they're validated and a place to start building involvement. going farther than just looking at parental involvement and getting farther into the community to involve other stakeholders can increase a lot of important connections that happen for our school. And then again, professionally collaborating with my principal is an effective strategy so that we can continue to accomplish goals for future initiatives together. The resolution is best for students because surveying the community to find out about their needs and how they view the school can help us make decisions that will benefit the success of our students. By evaluating current communication practices that involve other stakeholders besides parents can help us create connections that are important to grow our school and the things that we need and can positively affect our student body. Finally, the resolution is appropriate because in order for a school to be successful, it needs the support of community stakeholders, whether that's to pass future bond issues, support fundraising for school initiatives, or just to support school activities. Creating that broader connection to the community is extremely important. As this problem was happening, I was thinking that if we were able to reach more stakeholders and continue to put more concerted effort into learning about the community's needs, we could gain more parental involvement. I was feeling discouraged that the principal didn't seem to agree with the importance of focusing on building community relationships, but I was not prepared to give up. And I was valuing that there were 8 parents to work with, and that this represented a starting point to build involvement in our school. A few unresolved issues. If I'm unable to gain support from the principal regarding communication initiatives, how can I continue to help build a stronger school and community relationship? Does most communication only go home through student backpacks? If that doesn't change, how can we leverage it to get the most information in front of parents as possible? And if the principal won't support more than just an advisory group, how will we fund future needs of the school and who will plan events within the community? We're focusing on Standard 7. The building level administrator is an educational leader who promotes the academic success and personal well-being of all students by promoting communities of engagement for families and other stakeholders in the school's community. So as far as component 1, 2 strategies that I use in order to lead to student success academically is by gaining perceptual data from the community. This can help us make decisions about programming that can lead to continued academic success for our students. And working hard to keep my professional relationship with the principal intact helps us when we need to do future work together that's related to continuous school improvement. Component 2 regarding student personal well-being, adding to and improving communication to the school community can impact family relationships at home. And when parents and families are invested in what's happening at school, they can be more connected to their students. And strong communication with families and stakeholders creates a culture of support within the school. So by working hard with those 8 parents, this can lead to a larger group over time that can help us create and produce community activities within our school that promote the well-being of our students. Component 3, by considering how we currently communicate with the community and including other stakeholders in that process, we will directly improve the engagement of families and stakeholders. And then working with the 8 volunteers as a starting point is an important way to build stronger parental involvement, which leads to a stronger engagement of family and other stakeholders within our community. I appreciate you listening to my case study. Thank you so much.